concerns about the Chiefs' offense so far this season?
So, no, I'm not, from the standpoint that talking to Patrick Mahomes about this and about the wide receivers, like, he likes the idea of this, but he understands that there'll be a transition to go from one type of an offense to another. Now it's big-bodied receivers spreading the ball around. That being said, this is one of the types of teams where Andy Reid can send a message to an offense and not maybe send them into the basement, like make them feel terrible about themselves, but instead send a message that we are a championship type of program, and unless we're performing at a championship level, we're going to take you off the field. You do that somewhere else, and potentially you hurt the confidence of the offense and send a bad message. In Kansas City, the message is it's just not good enough. So I don't think that there's necessarily a ton of concern with Patrick Mahomes ever at quarterback, but certainly Andy Reid making sure to send a message to his guys early on.
So, Ryan, I want to get into the defensive strategy facing the Chiefs. Now that they don't have Tyreek Hill, how does the defensive game plan against the Chiefs change?
Well, I think the defensive game plan changes because you could always understand what the Kansas City Chiefs were doing where Tyreek Hill was lined up. And so if you look at the defense the Cincinnati Bengals employed in the second half of the Super Bowl, of the AFC Championship, also what we saw from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that was all based around where Tyreek Hill lined up. I don't think you'll have those same telltale signs this year to understand when to play too high, when to play one robber, when you're going to play double the stars. And so that's going to be a little different. Now, also, too, it doesn't mean just because you don't know where they're going to be that they're going to be better, right? They knew where Tyreek Hill was late in the game against Buffalo when he caught an in route and he took it for 70 against two man. And so when you have great players, they make great plays regardless of scheme. I think the one thing Andy Reid, and I hate to get back to what Jeff was talking about, the one message Andy Reid needs to send is the message that it just doesn't roll over, that it just doesn't happen the next year because it's happened before. And without Tyreek Hill, there is a change, there is a move, there is something they need to do differently. And I'm not going to let you be complacent because you feel like you have been here and done that. I think that's a great move by Andy Reid. And I think that matters because you have new players on the team that need to understand the standard. MVS, Juju Smith-Schuster, Sky Moore. They need to know what it means to be on that Kansas City Chiefs offense. And Andy Reid is setting that precedent. Defensively, I don't care what anybody says. I am dang happy that number 10 isn't out there. I'd rather have to figure out where Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be than know where Tyreek Hill is going to be and stand in front of him.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.